Hello friends, welcome to our channel. In today's video, as a part of our ethics series, it is going to be the video number 2. In last video, we discussed about what is the main difference between ethics as well as morality. I hope that video useful in your preparation. In today's video, we mainly discuss about someone's private conduct and what kind of public consequences it is going to have. Okay, and it is current relevant example as well. Okay, so first we'll try to understand the context, then what are the components we are going to discuss in this particular video. We will discuss after that. We will discuss about details of this particular topic. So in this video, first we are going to discuss about the context of this particular article or particular topic. So this particular topic is all about how individuals' private conduct is going to have public consequences. Okay, so you have to understand two types of components: private conduct as well as the public consequences. Okay, now what is this case about? This case is about Andy Byron. Okay, so Andy Byron, he was CEO of one of a popular company. Actually, it is a company related to artificial intelligence. The company name is Astronomer, and he was filmed engaging in public intimacy with his co-worker at a rock concert. Actually, this rock concert was related to Coldplay. Coldplay is one of the musical band, and of course this woman was not his wife, and this video went viral, which caused social media uproar, and this created a trigger. It created a trigger and about how a leadership behavior should be, and family values and corporate reputation. So it triggered debate about regarding the leadership values and family values and corporate reputation. So now I would like to ask you one question. If a particular company CEO in his private life, he behaved in a particular way with another woman, do you think that is morally right or wrong? Okay, so what is your take on that? You will leave that is his personal life because it is not legally it is not legally crime, or do you say that his personal conduct also will reflect on the reputation of the company as well as the company brand? So what is your take on this? Okay, so this is the context, and after following triggering social media debate about all his corporate behavior and family values and all these things, he resigned to his CEO position, and the company acknowledged that these kind of standards, so standard of conduct and accountability, they were not met with his behavior, so he resigned. So this is the context, and how this video is relevant to your preparation. So this video is all about what kind of ethical issues involved in this particular case study, and we will try to go through ethical analysis of this particular context, and what is kind of ethical dilemma involved, and what kind of alternative and what kind of outcomes we can expect from this context. Okay, now let's see. So as we are done with the case context, now we'll try to understand what kind of ethical issue involved here. We all know that. So the key elements involved here are: one is about the personal conduct, he and his intimate behavior with his colleague. Okay, of course both are not in a marital relations, and the other thing is how his personal behavior reflected the company values. Okay, and here the twist is, while these guys are engaging in a very close intimate activity, their colleagues, they are enjoying. That means those colleagues in a company, they know their intimacy. Actually those colleagues also, they encourage this kind of wrongdoing. What are your thoughts about this? Okay, and first one is personal morality and public leadership. So first we have to understand a leader's private life. Do you think that it impact their professional position? Okay, this is the first ethical issue involved: leader's personal life as well as his public position or professional position. Actually we can apply this to our Indian politicians as well. Most of the politicians, even though they involve in lot of immoral activity, still they are not taking accountability, and even though their immoral activity is bringing very bad image to their ministry position, or their MLA MP position, still they are continuing in that position. That means they are not taking accountability. Now another ethical issue involved here is a role model responsibility. Generally CEO or like they can see as a face of the organization, and they can see as a face of their branch. Can they expect this kind of behavior? Can we expect this kind of behavior? Generally, CEOs are expected to uphold the personal moral standards, because when they expect such kind of standards, then only they can ensure gender equality and standards like exploitation against gender and all these things. Okay, if they violate family values, and if they are not ethical enough, then obviously they cannot enforce those kind of values on their subordinates or on their colleagues. Next, perception and organizational image. Obviously, the conduct of top executive, it will affect the brand credibility and the stakeholder trust as well. Okay, if you see this astronomer company, their stocks got affected as well, because public credibility in the company will be affected. Luckily, it is not related to any family product business. Okay, otherwise it would have been very huge impact on this particular brand. Okay, now the other thing is voluntarily accountability. Actually, this guy CEO, even though his conduct is not illegal, okay, he took the accountability, he resigned. Okay, that shows his accountability to public behavior. And generally, we rarely can find these kind of values, especially in corporates. In most of the corporate high-level people, they don't take moral responsibility, and still they continue in their positions. Okay, now, so what is your take on this particular issue, students? Okay, whoever watching, whoever in the live stream, what is your take on this? Okay, this CEO, he resigned. It is a correct step, or he would have continued, because this incident happened in his personal life. Next, we already discussed about what kind of ethical dimensions are here. One is integrity, that is about questions about his personal integrity, even though there is no corporate wrongdoing was happened. The other one is leadership ethics. Okay, leaders are symbolic figure, and the personal behavior, obviously it is a matter of public scrutiny. And moral autonomy. Okay, so individually he can do whatever he likes. He has that kind of autonomy, but again, his personal conduct is having the public consequences, because this kind of they are in high level, high profile roles. And reputation management, obviously organization proactive response indicating commitment to their ethical culture, because organization they pushed certain kind of pressure on him, so he took accountability and they resigned. And finally, privacy versus perception. So individual rights need to be balanced with social expectations as well, because in this particular incident, he has all the privacy, he has all the right to have an intimacy with other women. Okay, because it is not illegal, but still public expects. Okay, people in high profile job, okay, especially from those kind of people, public expect certain kind of moral integrity. So always remember, at your privacy, okay, you may do some kind of activity, but if you are in a position that where students as well as the people are expecting a good perception from you, even you have to be very good at your private life as well. That is very, very important. Okay, now let's see ethical dilemma. So can professional consequences be justified for private moral wrong if they affect the organizational image? Some people say that yes, some are saying no. So the argument towards yes, that is, as we discussed, CEOs are brand ambassadors, and their personal conduct definitely it will have public consequences. So they have to take moral responsibility. Some people say that no, because if they are done in their private without any legal violation, it should not lead to any kind of professional punishment. With which argument you agree? Okay, you agree with the S. Okay, as they have to take responsibility and they have to resign. No, because it is not illegal. They no need to take the any kind of responsibility, and there should not be any kind of professional punishment as well. So what kind of alternative in these kind of situations? Okay, it is very important in your case study point of view. There can be four alternatives. Number one, the CEO can ignore the incident. The company also can ignore the incident. That leads to, it may be legally valid, but it will damage the company reputation. Second one, the CEO can give public apology and he can continue in that position. It will lead to some partial accountability, but it may or may not rebuild the public trust. Okay, most of the times people will do this. They give a public apology and they'll continue in the position because people believe that. Okay, people believe that. Okay, the memory of the masses is very temporary, and over the period of time, people will forget about that incident. And third one, people can take responsibility for their actions and they can tender voluntary resignation. This is about a strong gesture of accountability and respect for the leadership ethics. Okay, this is the situation happened in this particular case. And the fourth one is about company can enforce very strict guidelines regarding how their employees should be, behave in public. Of course, it may ensure that in future everyone will follow the company rules, but it leads to over regulating of company employees in their personal lives. It cannot be possible. Okay, so the most best solution is this. Okay, that is about C, and the second best possible solution is about the B. So this is about your case study in your examination point of view. Okay, and regarding this, we'll see about one mains question related to ethics. Okay, you can write your answer related to this, and you can drop in Telegram at my Telegram ID. I'm dropping my Telegram ID here, Santhosh Rao UPSC. This is my Telegram ID. Okay, so all caps. Discuss whether private conduct of public leader or CEOs should impact their professional responsibilities. Justify with a real world example. Okay, now you can quote whatever the example we discussed in today's video. This is about today's video regarding private conduct and public consequences. Okay, so let's do some quick summary. So in today's video we discussed about how individuals' private conduct can have public consequences. We took one case study, and we discussed about what kind of ethical issues involved in this particular issue. Okay, and we discussed about possible outcomes as well, and of course the best outcome happened in this particular case study. I hope this video is useful in your preparation, and if you like to suggest any further ethics related topics to be discussed in our channel, I'll try to discuss those topics as well. If you really like the content on our channel, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching this video. Have a great time. Jai Hind.